Do you get butterflies sometimes?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, of course.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Wow!
Face in your face.
I'm here with
Owen.
Owen
There you go.
and
You know.
Frederick.
aka Federico.
Oh,
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, we're just gonna talk about love and what do you think about love, in your opinion?
2,000 years later.
Oh, the talked about
Silence,
before.
the silence.
Love
Silence.
is, yeah,
The
love-
silence for me.
That's a tough one.
When you're emotionally attracted to someone,
Yeah.
you care for them unconditionally. Was my definition of love. That's what I think. You know.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I think love is a sacrifice.
Ooh.
Like that.
Yeah. You can go around it different ways. But
So, are you someone that you go the extra mile? You know, are you like an extremist when it comes to love?
but
God, please, no! No! No!
So, what are you ready to sacrifice for love?
I mean, it depends on the context. What are we talking about? Are we talking about the relationship love? Are we talking about family?
Actually, we.
Spiritual love.
Spiritual love?
But anyway, let's just let's just boil down to maybe let's say love in a relationship, kind of.
Yeah.
So I mean, what are your kind of criteria when it comes to love? Like when it comes to relationship, like what can you give? You say you can sacrifice, right, for
Yeah.
love. So if you love someone,
Would you go as far as death?
exactly, will you catch a grenade, as people say? Will you catch a grenade for someone?
Yeah, I mean, it's easier said than done. But I think I would actually put my life on the line for somebody that I love.
That's a big
And
one.
it's not just something that I say because it's easy to say, but it's something that I say because it's first from one of my beliefs. It's my belief system actually. It's actually stems from my belief system, and it's why I feel I have to do it or I can do it. The long story short, I like to follow the example of Christ. And
Nice.
Deep.
yeah, selfless.
Yeah.
Love.
All right.
Selfless love, able to die for the people that
Yeah.
you're meant to die for.
So, could you say that love is to die for?
That's big love.
Yeah, but I think.
I mean,
Wait. Why am I the only one being interviewed? Because now I feel the pressure is getting more and more. You know?
it looks like you know so much about love. So I mean,
Well, say I've been in love and
Mr. Loverboy.
I have been in love before, and I would actually say my decisions and how I used to treat all the people that I've been in relationships with and how I have treated them. I think most of it is usually based on the kind of love which was taught to me in the Bible, which is the love of Christ. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
That's a great thing.
that's a good point because as a Christian that I am and that you are as well and that he is and that
Like,
sorry
I'm born, I'm baptized in Sweden. So
so
in that sense, I'm Christian.
But your beliefs aren't
I'm not
as strong as
No,
the
he's
ones.
getting
Not
there.
the best.
So shoot. I mean, like I said,
Inshallah.
Because after you're baptized, you're supposed to
yeah,
do the thing you do when you're a teenager.
yeah,
I don't know what word for it.
yeah,
I haven't done it.
yeah. Like you haven't been serious.
I say it's a
I did
confirmation.
not continue
Yeah,
my
confirmation. Yeah.
confirmation. Oh yeah.
Anyway, let's not dive into so much of our beliefs. Okay, like I said, but it's a vital point. It's a very important point to talk about your belief, which love, as we say, if you believe in something, then that means there is love for it.
Yeah.
There's sacrifice and there's everything. There's integrity. like in Christian, what we say, there is the most important Bible verse that we all know, which is John 3:16, which says, "For God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in Him shall not perish, but have eternal life." You know, it's because of the love that it has for us. That's why He gave His Son. So He sacrificed. That's what you said. Love is sacrifice.
Exactly.
So you cannot say you love someone or you love something they're not willing to. You cannot sacrifice for that thing. It's impossible.
Exactly.
So what you said, that's the bottom line. You know, the most important thing. You know, for everything. But anyway, love as well, as we know, there is integrity in love.
Yeah.
I don't know. Does everyone? Did you get that?
Mm-hmm.
Integrity. You know, it's about honesty,
Honest, yeah.
being honest. You know, being
Transparent.
prudent, being transparent, or what you said. And yeah, it's all about like following moral principles.
Oh,
You know, as we all know, there are laws
Yeah.
that we can break. You know, every law can be broken.
Principles.
You know, but principles, there's- nah. We all know principles cannot be, cannot be broken.
Yeah.
You know, so like I said, integrity is very important, honesty, and following moral principles. So yeah, we've spoken about that, and in line with relationship, I want to ask, like, is there risk when you get into a relationship? Are there any risk? I mean, what's your opinion about the risk in relationship?
I would say the biggest risk, and usually the worst part of most relationships that end, is one-sided love. Someone doesn't have as much respect or care, or willing to sacrifice as much time,
Yeah.
money, etc. And it usually ends up to the person that's given more love ends up getting tired, and then the other person
When it's not reciprocal.
Exactly.
Damn, that's painful, huh? I mean, I've been in that kind of situation where I keep on giving. I mean, everyone has.
Yeah.
I don't think everyone has been in that position. I mean, there are some people who have not been in a relationship before, so.
Yeah, true.
so
Not
it's-
even in different forms,
Yeah.
Sometimes you love something and you don't really get much in return.
Damn, man. That was so emotional. Eh?
Thanks.
Deep stuff.
That was deep.
Deep stuff, yeah.
But anyway, what about you, Freddie? What do you think?
just thought about what you say right now. About when you give and get. What are you talking about then? Are you talking about?
The risk in a relationship, like when you give love and you don't receive.
Yeah,
like,
but
get
what
back
do you
something.
see as love when you give and take? So if I give you a lot of stuff, and you give me like something else, that's like used to. So you can give some things to each other, but it also have to be the same thing that you get back.
I guess
It doesn't.
the fundamental that you're given is time and energy.
Good.
Realistically.
Yeah.
You're spending your time to do things for that person, and the
Yeah.
energy that you're expending
Yeah.
to give the person what they want.
Exactly, and I'm going to say something about that. When it comes to expectation, it all boils down to expectations. When you're in a relationship, what makes people to really break up, like relationship to break up, or people having heartbreak or something like that? It's all about expectations.
High standards.
Yeah, people, when you get in a relationship, like you'll be like, oh, I expect my boyfriend or my girlfriend to do this for me. I expect this to happen, and when you don't receive that, you'll be like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
like it's not worth it, or it's not worth it. Maybe that person could be the right person for you, but just because you have so
You thought
many,
in your mind they were better.
exactly, and maybe it could be that, like, maybe in your past relationship, like you've had, like, you received maybe a lot from your ex or something, or maybe you received less, and you're expecting that, oh, okay, maybe the next person should be like that. I mean, we should all know that we're all different,
Yeah.
That's why these 5 fingers are different. Like we have, and we all have different fingerprints. That's what makes us unique. So we should be able to. It all boils down to another topic. What we're going to talk about, which is respect.
What is he doing?
He's beginning to believe.
Yeah.
Mutual respect is what they call in life.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you love someone, then you're going to respect the person. You're going to respect his values. You're going to respect the person for who he is, not for who you think he should be. Do you understand? So when that comes in, and then, I mean, you see they have like a beautiful relationship, or you yourself, you're going to be happy. The person's going to be happy.
I think it's kind of funny how this one word can have so many different variables,
Yeah, it is.
He talked about sacrifices, he talked about other aspects, principles and stuff like that. when he was talking about sacrifices, I thought of like giving to somebody and stuff like that. And then I also thought about love languages.
Yeah, love languages.
That's actually very important in a relationship. You're quite alright. Being in love it's a hustle. You give, and depending on your expectations, you either win or you lose. So there is nothing guaranteed.
But are you not? Can you not be in a position where you want to be like a win?
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
That some people want like win. They don't want to lose.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's what we all should strive for. Whereby if I'm in a relationship, so to speak, I hope that my partner is getting 100% of what they expected from the relationship.
True.
And for me, actually, it is my goal as well to get 100% of what I expected.
But it's harder to get the 100% if your expectations are too high.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
So I think then it could bring us to maybe communication before entering into the relationship. Like you get to communicate what are your motives.
True that.
Most of the times you just go with them. You just go with the flow.
I mean, you get what you get.
That's true. But the butterflies are still cooking in the stomach.
I'm gonna admit, do you get butterflies sometimes?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Not sometimes.
But did you get butterflies?
Yeah, every day.
Oh.
Oh my God! Wow!
Who is that?
You are in an amazing relationship. Who is this girl? Can you tell us about this girl? I mean, she should be very proud, of me right now.
That's like one of the best signs, I think, that it's a good relationship. Like when you come home, like sometimes I'm on the way home, and I think like it would be so good just to come home, empty house, be by myself.
Yeah.
I come home, my girlfriend's home, and it's like the opposite.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that she's there.
Exactly.
Because I don't want to be alone.
That's true. I mean, just the feeling, like, I mean, for us, like, for me, like, coming back home and, meeting the person, like, it's sometimes the person you love, like, you're always having the person in your mind, even when you're studying or you're at work, you just have that person every time in your mind. I mean, the person might not even know that you're thinking about the person, but just the fact that you're thinking about the person, you come home, just looking at the person, and you see the smile on her face, and it gives fulfillment, like,
that they're happy that they are with you solely.
Exactly.
And that's not unconditional love.
So that's like most important. Like
exactly.
You don't have to keep track of like every small things that you do for each other. Like as long as both are happy and like want to be together.
All right. I'm gonna go to another aspect, which is passion. I know we all have passions. Growing up, like, obviously you have some things that you're passionate about. Like, it could be a career or something. I mean, it could be anything. But I mean, what's your passion in life? Like, you growing up, what's your passion?
I think I like to describe myself as a family guy. I don't have kids of my own, but like my family, I think they are my first priority, actually.
But is that really your passion, though?
In a sense, in a sense, because for me, my family gives me the purpose to live. I make certain decisions based on how it's going to affect my family.
Okay.
So I remember at some point being a teenager. So I was in. I used to hang out with certain guys back in school. We had a crew or gang, so to speak.
That one there was a violation. Personally, I wouldn't have it.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Gangster. I'm gonna tell you.
So, but yeah, growing up, experimenting, we had all these kinds of influences, music. I lived in Zambia at the time, and American rap had so much influence on us as youngsters growing up. And I remember hanging out with my friends, and it used to be about who has the best kit. And when they talk about kit, you're talking about clothes and stuff like that. Yeah. So it was more about status and stuff like that. But then again, you also get this drive to emulate what it is that you saw on the screens. So it kind of drove us into making crews, and at some point it was dangerous, because I remember one time, just going around with a screwdriver in the back of my pocket.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was bad. But then
Protection, huh?
yeah. So long story short, I became an uncle, and the first time I saw my nephew, I held him in my arms. I looked at him, and the thought that ran into my mind was, what kind of example do I want to leave for this young guy?
Deep.
And from that moment, I turned my life around.
Wow.
I'd say I want to live an exemplary life for this kid. So that's why I say, for me, passion is family.
Yeah.
Wow. That was deep. I never expected that,
Too.
I never expected that. When I asked this question, when you asked about passion, someone wants me to talk about like the career, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, football for me is passion, it's my passion, So, I mean, of course, I have reasons for getting into football.
Yeah.
But while growing up, like, I think when I was 5 years old, I just had this love for football, If you ask me why do I play football, I'll be like, I just love it. I can't get it off my head. I can't get it off my mind,
True.
When I sleep, I dream about it. I mean, anything. Even when I'm eating, like, I just feel like kicking something, I'm going to school, I remove my shoes.
You're dribbling with a fufu.
I mean, you get what I mean? Like, I just feel like if you're rapping fufu and that's just, passion is just obsession, about something. Like, I mean, a good obsession, I can say. So that's why when you started talking about your family, I was like, is that really your passion? You understand? That's for me, that's my understanding. But it's good to know that, someone like you, people who have, different opinions
Exactly.
about passion. So it's, what's your opinion about passion? Max?
So for me, like, music has been
Music.
a passion for, like, I started playing guitar when I was in high school, or like, when I was 13. So that, like, been for you with football, it's been with me all the time.
Yeah.
So I always had a guitar. I can always play guitar. If I have nothing to do, I can play guitar or play music.
Yeah.
So it's but it's, if you refer to passion, like that you have an end goal, like you want to be the best,
Yeah, exactly.
one of the best footballers, then I say no, because that's not my goal with it.
Yeah. Okay. It's just something which makes you happy, right?
Yeah, so passion for me is more like it's for family and close friends. Yeah, but yeah.
I mean, that's good to know.
Now it's like study engineering. Yeah,
It's your passion.
might be obsessed. Who knows?
Okay. Anyway, Owen, what do you think?
Yeah,
What
mine's the same. I always grew up with, I started playing piano at like 8. I've been playing ever since. Got my guitars and everything I've been doing since I was a kid. There's always been music. Everything I've been doing in school, every study I was doing was always music. And I wanted to take it on as a career, maybe do like sound engineering, audio engineering. And unfortunately, it doesn't really pay well, so I kind of had to change stray away from my passion and take something that was more stable.
Yeah. So you're into engineering now because of the money, huh?
Yeah, exactly. But I feel that I have the ability to be able to make money from music, but maybe it wasn't looked as a good career choice. So
I mean, in life, we want more, right? Like, we want more out of life, not just
exactly.
being casual. Of course, why studying engineering, or why even being an engineer, you can still follow your music because it's your passion.
Yeah.
So that's one thing with passion, because even if like you're going to your dead grave, like even getting to die, at the point of dying, you can still be doing your passion.
Exactly.
Like, trust me, even if I'm 100 years old, if you give me a football, I'm still gonna try to kick it. I'll just, so, music, like playing piano, you still want to be like,
Yeah, exactly.
you might not play the same way you used to play while you're young, but
The love
you
will
still
also
be there, you know.
Yeah.
Like even someone who sings, like a musician, an artist, you know, even when they're, 100 years old, you can still hear them trying to sing.
Exactly. That's
So,
if you've ever seen like the videos in the dementia care homes.
yeah.
They can't remember
yeah.
the things, and then they give them the piano and they start